But yun lang, sumuka lang ako. So I thought it was just, you know, normal vomiting, alam mo yun. Hindi talaga pumasok sa isip ko na, ay no, oh my gosh, buntis ako. Char, ganon. Walang mga ganon.
Let's sing a song full of hope, full of pain. Why don't you sing along, my friend, for it's our last refrain.
Hello guys! Welcome back to my channel. Ngayon po, gusto ko lang i-share sa inyo yung mga sintomas ng pagbubuntis nung hindi ko pa alam na buntis ako. Disclaimer lang guys, hindi ako expert. I'm not an expert. And hindi ako doctor. So, lahat ng mga i-share ko sa inyo is just based on my own experience and my own knowledge lang. So, yun. Before anything else, gusto ko lang sanang i-suggest or i-advise those women out there that who would like to get pregnant. Siguro dapat you should understand your cycle and you should understand your fertility window. During your fertile days kasi, dun kasi yung mataas na chance of being pregnant. Between those days na fertile ka. And one more thing guys, hindi po pare-pareho yung mga experience ng mga babae. On my first child, iba yung na-experience ko mga sintomas. My second child, which I had a miscarriage last April, iba rin po yung sintomas na na-experience ko. And with this child, iba rin yung sintomas na na-experience ko. Although, may ibang mga symptoms talaga na pare-pareho pa rin. Like, yung sore boobs. I think, siguro mga 90% ng mga nabubuntis is talagang nararamdaman yung sore boobs. Okay, now let's talk about the symptoms. Actually, sa first child ko, the only symptoms that I have experienced is yung hot flash. Alam niyo yun, yung kahit nanonood ka lang ng TV, biglang iinit yung mukha mo. Yung gano'n, parang yung umakyat yung dugo sa mukha mo. Ganon. Hot flash lang, tsaka hindi naman ako nag-morning sickness. Wala akong morning sickness sa first child ko eh. Hot flash lang, and then sore boobs lang. Yun lang talaga. And then sa second po, I really didn't know that I was pregnant. Hindi ko talaga alam na pregnant ako doon. When I had a miscarriage, hindi ko alam. I had no idea that I was pregnant kasi wala talagang signs. Just cramping and just spotting. Which is, I thought it was a normal period kasi medyo malakas. Okay, let's start with the symptoms. Ano ba yung mga symptoms na ramdaman ko with this pregnancy? Actually guys, with this pregnancy, let's say my period is supposed to come 1 week before. Exactly 1 week before ng period ko. When I wake up on that morning, I remember, right away, I run to the bathroom and I vomit. By that time kasi, uso dito yung flu noon. I think 4/8/12. It was 3 months ago. Yung daughter ko rin is nagsusuka rin siya. May fever din siya, ganun. Pero I don't feel anything wrong. Wala naman akong fever. Di talaga pumasok sa isip ko na, ay no, oh my gosh, buntis ako. Char, ganun. Walang mga ganun. So, I went to the kitchen, I prepared breakfast. After ko kumain ng breakfast actually, sumuka na naman ako. Yung halos iba na, hindi na ako makatayo. Because every time that I'm trying to stand up and walk, sumusuka talaga ako. So my husband called yung biyenan ko nga kasi we're not living on the same house. But she's just living 2 blocks away. Kasi may work yung husband ko. So my biyenan came. Finally, we decided na dali na lang ako sa hospital, sa clinic. By the way, which is yung pinakamalapit sa amin is just parang center lang siya, ganon. Free lang siya, ganon. So, pumunta kami doon. The doctor didn't do any tests, nothing. So, umuwi kami, ganon pa rin. Suka pa rin ako, and then tulog, ganon. Okay, that was the first sign. And that was 7 days before my period. The next morning, the vomiting stopped. But, that day, I remember I was super sleepy. All I want is just to lie down, to sleep. After I woke up, I make breakfast for my daughter and my husband. And then, after we eat, I slept again. And then, ganun lang, super sleepy. Pero that day, wala talaga sa isip ko. Never. Wala, hindi talaga dumaan sa isip ko na, oh my gosh, maybe I'm pregnant. Yun lang. That was the second symptoms that I have experienced. On the 5th day before my period, the moment I woke up, I went to the bathroom and I peed. When I wiped under. When I wiped there under, there was blood in the tissue. It was not actually that, hindi talaga siya yung super red na blood. Alam niyo yun? Ano lang siya actually, para siyang pinkish, gano'n, na super nipis. Normally, I'm always late. Hindi nauuna yung period ko. Palagi talaga siyang late. So that moment, kinabahan na ako. But alam mo yun, yung kakagaling mo lang sa miscarriage. So, yung takot, yung fear na gano'n. So, tinanggal ko siya sa isip ko. Sabi ko, no, it's impossible. Maybe my period is about to come. And that day also, on my 5th day, I started cramping. But it was not, hindi siya heavy cramping. Alam mo, hindi siya yung sobrang sakit. After I had a spotting on the 5th day before my period, I decided to buy the pregnancy test. Yung murahin lang, yung tag 50 pesos lang dyan sa may pharmacy. But still, I didn't tell my husband. Hindi ko pa rin sinabi sa kanya. On the 4th day before my period, I checked. Kasi sabi nila, if you wanted to check that you're pregnant, the best time to check is your first pee in the morning when you wake up. Yun kasi yung pinakamataas yung level ng HCG natin. So, ipapakita ko sa inyo yung sa screen yung first pregnancy test ko. Yan. Super, meron na siyang line actually, pero super super nipis, diba? As if it's nothing, as if it was nothing. But alam mo naman, woman instinct, sabi nga nila, when you're pregnant, you will know it. It was the 4th day before my period. On the 3rd day of my period, hindi na muna ako nag-check. I had a really sore boobs, and then, yun na, I had a sore boobs, and kinabahan na ako. For the 3 days before my period, I didn't check, I didn't make pregnancy tests, but on the day of my period, I had that spotting again. So, sabi ko, see, I knew it. Period lang talaga siya. But then, one day after my period, yun na, lumagpas na ako ng isang araw after ng period ko, but I'm still having spotting. I checked. It was a clear 2 lines. Papakita ko sa inyo dito. It was a clear 2 lines. Then, that's when I confirmed that I'm pregnant. Ayun guys, so far, yun lang yung mga signs. I was vomiting, nausea, and sore boobs, and super sleepy. Again, I will repeat, iba-ibang symptoms ang mararamdaman ng bawat isa. Huwag niyo pong isipin na kung ano yung symptoms na naramdaman ko, dapat yun din yung symptoms na mararamdaman nyo. And isipin nyo na, oh my gosh, no, I'm not pregnant because I'm not experiencing the same thing that she's experiencing. Hindi po ganun. Para po makasigurado na lang, simple, just buy a pregnancy test. Yun lang yun, para ma-confirm nyo po. Sa lahat naman po na nagtatry dyan, na hanggang ngayon is hindi pa rin po kayo nakakabuo, please, just don't lose hope. Magkaka-baby rin kayo. Darating din po yan in the right time and in God's perfect time. Ibibigay niyo po yan sa inyo. Just don't lose hope and pray and pray. Ayun, thank you so much for watching guys. Sana may natutunan kayo dito and sana na-motivate din kayo and sana na-inspire kayo. Maraming salamat. Thank you for watching. Bye! See you in my next vlog.